So welcome back to the Bauer Arena, Ice Sheffield. Final game of the opening day of the 2016 ISBHF Junior World Championships. It's the under-20s, the Czech Republic and Great Britain. We've had 7 games so far. This is game number 8 and rounds off the first day of competition. Ball is dropped. We're off and running in the under-20s. Czech Republic, Great Britain. And that is fair to say not the start Great Britain were looking for. Daniel Morris beaten in 10 seconds. Jakub Petschut is the opening scorer. 10 seconds on the clock. And Great Britain down by a goal to nil. And GB already a goal behind. Go to the penalty kill. Matthew Campbell takes a seat for tripping. First shot wide of the mark, and then Simon Mika trying to put the shot back, and Morris came across, and in doing so making the split save, and nets came away. So face off in the GB zone, cleared up and off the glass by Matt Ragg on the blue line for GB. Mika for the Czech Republic. Back out to the point is František Pliml. Control next. Mika shot from just above the face-off circle, dealt with by Morris. And Czech Republic retain possession. It's Václav Šlofa, and again dealt with by Morris, but the ball seemingly glued to the sticks of the Czech Republic. Sleofa again controlling things from the face-off circle in the centre, gets to the blue line, lets fly, pad save from Morris. Coming down to 30 seconds in this opening power play for the Czech Republic. Wide of the mark from Sleofa. Still Czech Republic with it. And the one-time effort again. Dealt with by GB defence. Rag controls it with the hands and then fires it down the floor before Great Britain returning to full strength. Matthew Campbell back into action. Ran behind the net for Czech Republic. 24 is Martin Pittard. Cleared up and off the glass. Too far, too hard. And Great Britain take the icing call. Round behind the net, that's an outstanding finish from Hetmanek. Around behind the net at pace, and then the backhand finish past Daniel Morris for a 2-goal lead. Three and a half minutes gone in the first, and Czechs up by 2-0. One timer just put wide at the far post by Jakub Pashut. Initial save from Morris, and then scrambling stop. He's without a stick, but doing his damnedest to keeping that ball out of the net. Great Britain bring it away, so gives him a slight respite, able to collect his stick, which he'd lost in making the first save. Coming up to the 5-minute mark in this first period. Again, Morris goes post to post and dislodges the net in the process.
Johnny can count higher than 10.
He's got a bit of paper, a lot of numbers on, he'll be fine.
You can tick a box.
Battling on the boards. Czech Republic, they'll bring it away into the centre of the floor. Lets the wrist shot go. Morris equal to it. And Zach Wilson for GB trying to get it away. Unable to do so. We're still battling on the boards brings it to GB in neutral territory. Fired on by Callum Mort. GB off for new personnel. Line change. Czech Republic still coming forwards. Hedmanek with the shot, saved by Morris and cleared down the floor for icing. Just less than 9 minutes to play in the first period. The Czech Republic already 2 to the good versus Great Britain. GB with a defensive zone face-off. That was Martin Pittard running through the GB zone. Stick handling through the zone, unable to finish. Backhand shot just went wide. And then ball coming to rest on the back of the net. So face-off comes outside GB zone. Possession with the Czech Republic. Pass cut out by Zach Wilson. Penalty coming on the play. Morris makes the save. And then GB touch up for the penalty. Zach Wilson for GB takes a seat for slashing.
I don't have a GB number 19.
Pad save again from Morris. And unable to force home the rebound.
Should I just put it on a different person? Yeah.
Save again. Morris from up close. That was Joseph Chesak. And ball cleared down by Great Britain. It's a great hustle from Josh Nerdney on the forecheck for Great Britain while killing the penalty. Czech Republic moving a ball across, cut out by Morris. Clearance held in the zone by Lukas Hanus. And still the possession for the Czech Republic. Morris makes the first save, couldn't cover up. Ball still loose and shot high from Jakob Peshut. It's almost as if they're queuing up Czech players, but finally Matthew Campbell gets the ball down the floor and GB's defenseman able to change. Shot from the just about the halfway line from František Plimal, and it's held by Morris. Son stick once again, but he held onto the ball and then covered up for the face-off. So coming down to 5.5 to play in this opening period. Save again by Morris, and pounces on the loose ball to draw the face-off. Still the pressure comes from the Czechs. This is Tomáš Fejfar with the yellow gloves on the far side. And GB managed to win back possession. Callum Mort takes it down the wing. Looking for Dransfield behind the net, but it's picked up again by the Czech Republic. And back they come. Only for Tom Watson to take it over for GB. He lets fly. The shot just goes wide. And GB is trying to create a little bit of offensive pressure, something they haven't done in their games thus far. Four and a half to play. Czech Republic 2, Great Britain 0. Centering pass is cut out by Archambault. Czech Republic maintain possession though. Slayefer down low, looking for the man ghosting in on the back post. That was Jan Kovarik. Let Stephen Kiernan bring it away. Still low. Unable to get it past the red line. And then a diving stop from Zach Wilson. Turns it over and gets Britain onto the attack. Great play from Zach Wilson. Down in the corner, GB again putting themselves in front of everything. Ball bounces off the backboards behind the netting. And back into play, but GB managed to clear. But facing again more pressure. This is the Czech Republic. Jakub Voves to the blue line, and Davidek. Shot sticked away by Morris. And bringing it forward is Josh Nertny. Fired it from inside his own half, so icing is the call. And we're down to nearly 2.5 to play in this opening period. Backhand with backhand shot into the midriff of the GB goalie, and then rebound finally forced home. GB asking the question. Certainly looked as though Morris was impeded in some way, but the referee right on the spot has given the goal. So Martin Pala gets the goal. So GB down 3-0 so far in the first period. Callum Mort and Jake Archambault causing pressure, but it's odd man rush and fired into the far corner from Martin Pala. He's had 2 in a minute for the Czech number 25. And it's 4 goals for the Czech Republic in this first period. It's just 2 minutes to play. Off and running again straight away from the face-off. Porozek for the Czech Republic. Slayer for Porozek again. Number 10 is Jakob Heisman. And it's dealt with by Morris. Minute and a half to play in the first period. Czech Republic 4, Great Britain 0. Coming back from behind their own goal, the Czech Republic. It's cut out at the GB line by Harry Bridges, and GB with a 2-on-2 if they can use it. Josh Nertney and Zach Brown wearing the famous number 48 of Johnny Tulip. Setting up behind Morris's net, looking for the pass in front to create the perfect opportunity. It's Thomas Fayfar. Goes on the backhand. And it's fired across the face of goal by Jindrich Kunsch. And penalty comes away finally of the Czech Republic. Body checking is the call. 26 seconds remaining in the period, and Great Britain will be on the power play and with the offensive face-off to come. Clear down the floor, foot race, Jan Kovrik and Jake Archambault. Archambault wins it initially, but still battling for it. And GB have it. Final few seconds. Dean McMillan will keep a hold of it till the hooter sounds. And that's the end of period number 1. GB will have 1:35 on the power play to start period number 2. But for now, it's the end of period 1. We'll take a short break. Period 2 in just a few moments' time. It's Sheffield 2016, the final game of the day. It's under 20s, Czech Republic and Great Britain. And we'll be back soon. Ball drops on period number 2 here at the Bauer Arena, Sheffield. And we're back underway in the under-20 game, rounding off the first day of the Ball Hockey Junior World Championships. GB on the power play for another 1 minute and 10 seconds. Battling for it in the corner. So as Dean McMillan took a hit in front of the scorer's box, made his way over to the GB bench, so we're back underway. Icing waved off as Czech Republic short-handed. 20 seconds on the man advantage. Zach Wilson lets fly, pad save. Archambault at the blue line. He's stopped in his tracks by Jakob Heisman. And the Czech Republic return to full strength though. Great Britain had an odd man rush, but they were too keen over the blue line. And play was whistled down for an offside, so face off just outside the Czech Republic zone. And we'll go again. Tom Watson with it for GB. Czech Republic gain the zone. And now it's Tom Watson battling for it along the boards. Mort was run over in front. And then one save from Daniel Morris. And another chance put wide from the Czech Republic as they continue their pressure where they left off at the end of period number 1. One timer from Hatmanek. He's just tipped wide. And then the referee lost sight of the ball somewhere in Daniel Morris, then it came loose, but whistle had already gone, so we'll take the draw just outside Daniel Morris's net, to his left as we look. cleared down the floor by Matthew Campbell, but too strong, and GB unable to chase, so icing is the call. So we do it all again. #11 is David Hetmanek. Sprawling stop again from Morris. 3 minutes have gone by in the period. Save again and then deflected wide. Czech Republic maintaining possession. Hetmanek again, backhand. Tries to get past Morris. Great move across the zone again. Gets in front of the ball. Hasn't got a stick. Unable to control it, and then finally send it down the floor. Icing waved off, and GB able to get fresh legs onto the floor. D. McMillan back up on the floor, which is good to see after treatment from the Team GB physio. Stephen Kernan challenging at the blue line, but Czech Republic come forward, and it's a diving stop by Zach Wilson. He's taken a stick or a ball to the mouth. He's holding on. And he'll go off to the bench to have a look at. Straight from the draw under the glove of Daniel Morris. And we'll do it all again. Action replay from the face-off circle. .23 for the Czech Republic. Philip Emma. Shot from the high slot, that's dealt with again by Morris. Emma again. Another action replay. Shot save and gloved by Daniel Morris. And it's a very stop-start passage of play. Icing waved off. GB clear down the floor, and Czech Republic come again. Clearing the zone. Gaining the zone again, number 20, Jakub Peshut. 22 is Lucas Hanus. His shot from beyond the blue line dealt with by Morris. And it's up and out of play. Wide of the mark from Francek Plimo. Still the pressure comes from the Czech Republic. GB though get finally a chance to clear. Across the floor into the corner from Josh Nertney, but it's wrong side of the red line. An icing charge on Great Britain. Matthew Campbell trying to get it away for GB. It's out into mid-court. Great stop again from Morris. Sprawling all over the crease. Doing whatever he can to just keep the puck out of the net. And that's goal number 5 for Czech Republic. Matthew Campbell lost it in the neutral zone. And that developed a 2-on-1 for the Czech Republic. And František Plimmel with the finish. And it goes to Czech Republic 5, Great Britain 0. GB looking to exert some pressure while the ball's behind the Czech Republic net, but it's not to be. Quickly up and down the court, Czechs once again, and threatening once again on Morris's net. Give and go with Jindřich Kunč. Just kept in at the halfway line by the Czech Republic, so it's still their zone. Kick save from Morris. 21 for the Czechs, Jan Kovrik. Again, the one-timer that goes wide from Marek Maček. And Great Britain's putting up with a lot of pressure. We've got Matt Ragg without a stick. Morris makes a save, which means Matt Ragg can collect his equipment and take a full part in the next shift. All change on the benches. Full line change from both sides. Coming down 7 minutes, halfway through we are, the second period. Backhand effort from Hetmanek goes up and out of play. And we'll get the face-off in front of Daniel Morris. Ball's come back to the Czech Republic side, so they keep the zone Matthew Campbell will be called for a hold once the play's blown dead. Czech Republic's goalie makes his way to the bench. Turn and shot from Czech Republic, 25, makes the shot. That's Martin Palla, saved by Morris. And finally GB get the touch up. And play blows down. Matthew Campbell makes his way to the penalty box for Great Britain. Sits 2 for holding. One timer just goes wide. Sprawling stop from Morris once again. That was Tomáš Fejfar with the effort from the blue line. Full race for Great Britain, 76 is Stephen Kernan. I think he's going to go for boarding, following through. Extra attacker on court once again for Czechs, and then touched up by Zach Wilson. Touches up, and boarding is the call on Stephen Kernan. So makes a 1 minute 10, 5 on 3. One timer from Sleofer. It's kicked away by Morris and forced away down to the Czech goal line. And Zach Wilson standing firm at the GB blue line. Gains the zone with Marek Maszek. Back to the point, and Sleofer leaves it to Martin Palla. The one timer again, Palla to Sleofer. Sleofer saved by Morris. Kept alive by Czech Republic. And that's battered away by GB. Still Czechs with the zone. The one timer doesn't go, doesn't make full contact. And GB can clear the zone. Matthew Campbell is 1 man back, so GB back to 4 men. Still power play for the Czech Republic. Another 30 seconds on the man advantage. That's wide of Morris's net. 22 for Czech Republic is Hannes. He's controlling things from the point. Turn and shot from Martin Palla is wide still. 10 seconds on the advantage. Hannes controlling. Philip Emma drops back to mark the man coming out of the box. Stephen Kernan returns to the fray, and it's 5-on-5 hockey once again. Five-on-5 hockey until the Czechs take a interference penalty. And a rare power play opportunity for Great Britain. They'll have the offensive draw. 3.5 to play in period 2. Czech Republic 5, Great Britain 0. Martin Palla sits for 2 for the Czechs. And Great Britain an attacking face-off. Draws back on their side from the blue line. Archambault, Wilson, Archambault. They're controlling things from the top of the point. Wilson to Archambault, big wind up. The one-timer from Archambault, that's wide of the target. McMillan tries to keep it in, but still GB with it, comes as far as McMillan. He's had a big wind up. And the Czechs finally able to clear it. Zach Wilson goes all the way back to his own goal line. New personnel for the Czech Republic. McMillan hit from behind, no call. Archambault to Campbell, gains the zone. Archambault. And then Matthew Campbell. GB's power play comes to an end. Matthew Campbell sits for slashing. And we'll have 4-on-4 for 63 seconds. Four-on-four play, Maciek from the blue line. Shot is wide. That's deflected off a Czech stick. And we'll have the face-off in neutral territory. Czech Republic gain the zone. Ball fired. Ball fired on net. Daniel Morris forced into action. But the ball just wide over the mark. And icing call as we're skating 4-on-4. So inside the final 2 minutes of period 2. Ball back on Great Britain's side. And it's taken over by Czech Republic. The give and go in the slot. Backhand shot and then high effort. Morris equal to that. Archambault to Matt Ragg. Another point blank stop from Daniel Morris. And a play blown down before any rebound could be put away. We've got 1:14 remaining in the period. Period 2. Just one period remains of today's play at the conclusion of this. Full-on first day of the 2016 World Junior Ball Hockey Championships here. Sheffield, England, hosted by Ball Hockey UK for the ISBHF. Shots wide and hit Zach Wilson standing around the crease. All the GB D-men doing whatever they can to help out Dan Morris. Cleared down the floor by JB. We've got 10 seconds left on the Matthew Campbell penalty, and around 25 seconds left in the period. Campbell returns to the fray and rejoins the action in the defensive zone. Final 10 seconds coming up of period 2. Still pressing to the very end, Czech Republic, and there we go. The hooter sounds for period 2. Score after 30 minutes with just one period of the day remaining. It's the Czech Republic 5, Great Britain 0. Final interval before we have our final period of action, and we'll talk to you shortly. For period 3, Czechs and Great Britain under-20s bringing to an end day 1 of Ball Hockey World Juniors here at Sheffield 2016. So the final period of ball hockey here at the Bauer Arena Ice, Sheffield, for day one of the World Juniors is underway. Great Britain and the Czech Republic. 5-0 lead for the Czech Republic. Great Britain looking to build something from the offensive end. Brown round behind the net, looking for Nerdney. Picked up by the Czechs, and they're looking to bring it away. Forechecking from Zain Komali. Carries it forward. Kick save again from Morris. I was giving him his Sunday name for the first two periods, but I'll resort to Danny as he prefers. Body check from Simon Mika.
What an idiot.
So the body checking penalty is wiped out by the unsportsmanlike on Dean McMillan.
Interesting, because he changed his mind. What was the number for GB?
16. So it's playing at even strength after the matching penalties. Slick passing again from the Czech Republic. I got two more people for a seat in the box. So matching penalties for roughing. We'll go 4-on-4. Danny Morris gloves it and recovers in time to stop it trickling over the net. Face off in the GB zone. Played along the boards. Kernan up the floor to Carmeli. Bringing it up the floor, Czechs gain the zone, but then the drop pass back over halfway, so it's as you were. One timer, it's there. The one timer from the face-off circle gets its way past Danny Morris. And Czechs get their 6th goal. More play after the whistle. GB looking to bring it away. That's with Callum Mort. Jan Kovrik confirmed as the scorer for the 6th goal. Still gaining the zone, the Czechs. Wrist shot from Davidek goes wide. And fired on net from Martin Pittard. It's pouched by Danny Morris. And hangs on for the face-off. 3.5 minutes gone in the 3rd and final period. We've got 16 seconds on the matching minor penalties to Jindrich, Kunch and Matthew Campbell. And the shot from the high slot in off the post. It's Philip Emma with the shot for the Czech Republic. Straight from the face-off again. We've seen that a few times this weekend. I say weekend, it feels like a weekend. It's only day 1 of the tournament. It's Wednesday. So behind the net for 22, that's Lukas Hanus. Shot high and wide. The one-timer, pad save from Morris. A lot of contact around the boards. Play though continues. That's loose in front. And then goes wide from Jakub Peshut. Save again from Morris. And then deflects up and out of play off the GB stick of Matthew Campbell. And will hold the face-off inside. Ball's down in the Czech Republic zone. Counting down 10 minutes to play. Turned over at the GB blue line. Pass forward for Jake Archambault. But the ball too strong. And icing is called. More action from Danny Morris as covers up at the near post and will draw again. Face off. So Matthew Campbell gets the wrath of the officials. A 10-minute misconduct for the GB number 42. Rules him out pretty much the rest of the game. Icing once again for GB after the last chance from Czech Republic hit the base of the post. Clearance from Wilson's cutout in neutral zone. And once again, Danny Morris sprawling onto the loose ball. And Zach Wilson goes off for a change. Less than 9.5 to play in period 3. Czech Republic 7, Great Britain 0. Shot from Martin Davidek, and that's gloved by Morris. Short side from Hetmanek, And that's a smart finish for the Czech Republic. From the low face-off circle, and went. It didn't appear to be much of a gap, but he found it and fired past Danny Morris. And that's goal 8. Play through the neutral zone. Czechs again coming at pace. Back up to the top. Cycling down low again. 25 is Martin Palla. Skips through, but then can't get past Stephen Kiernan. Callum Mort is there as well. But it's Jakub Peszut with the goal. Just over 8 minutes from time, 6:56 on the clock. And that's goal 9 for the Czech Republic.
Is that from our pitch? Right, well I'll leave it off for now.
So GB then with an opportunity, a 5-on-3. After 2 separate interference penalties on the Czech Republic. At the same time, a goalie change. Megan Quigley taking over in net for Great Britain. Megan's part of last year's GB women's squad in Zug, Switzerland.
The clock. In the middle of all of that.
So this is Jake Archambault, brings it away for Great Britain. Tom Watson battling in the corner. Kamali back to Archambault in the neutral zone. To Wilson at the blue line. Archambault and Wilson exchanging passes. One timer from Archambault. It's wide and cleared down the floor. 1 minute on the 2 penalties to the Czech Republic. Zach Wilson at halfway forward to Archambault. Gains the zone, so Great Britain looking to set up. Was it Wilson held against the boards? Wrestled to the floor. Chance in front for Tom Watson. Denied by Yuri Navarra. So GB's power play will continue when this 5-on-3 ends. So it's a stacked penalty. So one of the 5-on-3s will end. So GB power play continues. 30 seconds on the 5-on-3. It's held against the boards. It's Philip Koch between the pipes for the Czech Republic. Rag shot in front, deflected by Kiernan. Peter Mallon behind the net. Josh Nertney. 10 seconds. Peter Mallon's there. Scores! Great Britain goal. A power play goal. Peter Mallon.
Watch who comes out the box.
Great stuff for Peter Mallon, scoring for Great Britain under 20s, a power play goal.
Thank you.
Where's 4 going? Whoa.
Trade it in.
So 5-on-3 for another 6 seconds. And then the power play continues for 5-on-4. So Great Britain's goal, Peter Mallon. That's the Czech Republic back to 4 players. Play down the floor for Matt Ragg. Battles behind his own net with Dean McMillan. And Jakub Peszut is there for the Czech Republic. Fired wide of Megan Quigley's net. Kept in play at the red line. So the full tally on the GB goal is Peter Mallon from Dean McMillan from Josh Nerthney. A 5-on-3 power play goal. And puts Great Britain on the scoreboard. So in there, overly keen to get on the floor, and GB caught with too many men on the ice. Too many men. So we'll have a 4-on-4 for the next 30 seconds. Four on four, so icing is in effect, and GB cleared it down. Two on one for Great Britain. It's Tom Watson, backhand, just wide of the net. 2-on-1 breakout. Skate 4-on-4. Marek Maszek back to the floor for the Czech Republic, so it's a Czech power play. Diving stop from Archambault. The Czech Republic looking to break out, but it's turned over in the neutral zone. Zayn Karmali almost thought he was away, but couldn't quite control it. Control then from Czech Republic. 35 seconds on their existing power play. Controlling it again from the top. The one-timer from the blue line. It's cleared down the floor from Zach Wilson. We're into coming down to 3.5 to play. One-timer again. Wide of the mark. The net comes from its moorings. Play underway from the stoppage. Kernan returns to the action, and we're back to 5-on-5. Final 2 and a bit. Just over 2 minutes to play. Czech Republic 9, Great Britain 1. Padsey from Quigley. Archambault round the boards, looking for Carmale. Gains the zone. And we've got a man down. It's Stephen Kernan, gets himself back up. That's off the crossbar. And now it's Carmale who's gone down. Final 1:49 remaining in period 3.
Now though, so you can see him going up.
So Zane Carmale leaving the floor under his own steam, which is good to see. GB medical staff, Sadie Pinchbeck, Claire Nertney on the scene, along with manager Adi Bull. Play back underway. Final 1 minute 35 of this under 20 game. That's off the metalwork again. That's 2 or 3 times. Megan's net living a charmed life. It's deflected up and out of play. We've got 2 more customers to the penalty box. Again, matching roughing minors. we've got coincidental roughing penalties. And we're staying 5-on-5 for the final minute or so. Czech Republic with possession. Tomáš Fefa scrambling for the loose ball. Fefa can't get past Quigley. He's tied up against the post. Fefa again. That's another piece of metal work struck from the Czech Republic. 30 seconds remaining. So that's the Czech Republic's Václav Slayefer. 2 minutes for, and let's be polite, simulation. 2 minute unsportsmanlike. So GB, 22 seconds remaining in regulation. GB on the power play. Can he get something else out of these last 22 seconds? Face-off ends up in possession of the Czech Republic. Driving towards the net, even short-handed. The final hooter goes. And the result in our under-20s game here to round off day one for Sheffield 2016. The Czech Republic 9, Great Britain 1. So we'll have our players of the game before the final handshakes. So just wait for our player of the game nominations. Awards all of this week, sponsored by Bauer. A gift for all of our player of the game recipients, courtesy of Bauer here at the Bauer Arena, Sheffield. Danny Morris gets your player of the game for Great Britain.
And for the Czech Republic, number 25, Martin
And Martin
Pala.
Pala for the Czech Republic. They are your Bauer sponsored players of the game. So the final time here this evening, the anthem of the winning team. It's the Czech Republic.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be outstanding for the Czech national anthem.
So that's it. As far as the on-court action, we'll have the handshake across the centre of the court, and that is it for day one of the ISBHF World Juniors. 8 games today. We've got 8 again tomorrow, starting 7:30 UK time, and all of the information on the fixtures, the stats, the standings, details of our live stream, all on the official website, www.sheffield2016.com. And if you're on social media, on Twitter and Facebook at Sheffield2016, you can get in touch with us and we'll give you a shout out during our broadcasts. But from myself, Craig, and everybody here involved with the stream at Sheffield2016, we hope you've enjoyed today. We'll do it all again from tomorrow morning. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.